Hi guys, myself Prasanna Ethan, and I'm here to explain you about the importance of Git tool in the software construction and maintenance side as well as in the software configuration management. The main importance of the Git tool is about the tracking of source code changes as well as in the integration of developers into a common repository where they can develop a particular piece of source code uh, in a parallel development and a concurrent stages, uh, which helps the productivity of the developers for the working domain where they can focus only on the product or the module that they have been working on, as well as which helps in the maintenance phase where they can easily track down the bugs or the errors that has been happened in the source code. They can easily identify the errors as well as the person who has been responsible for those particular piece of code, through which they can build up patches which can be allotted as an update to the users. So to begin with, we need to be installed the Git tool into a system. I already have installed it. I'll quickly open the Git tool, which is Git Bash. So this is the command line interface which the Git tool provides us to communicate with the uh, GitHub. To start with the Git, we need to create a repository. Repository by which means is a storage place or a directory where the entire files of a particular project will be stored, through which a developer or the developer team will be working on those particular directory. So by which means the Git tool can monitor only the changes that has been occurred to those particular directory or a repository. So we need a project to be worked on. I have a project which is a restaurant management system. So this is my project files. So what I need to do is I have to quickly navigate to the my project files through the Git command line. So this is cd has been stored as restaurant management system cd restaurant management system. So I have been navigate to the restaurant management system. Here is where all my files have been stored. So through this command, we can see these are the files that have been into my restaurant management project files. So to begin with, I need to make this directory as a repository. Git has provided with the command as git init, so which converts this directory as an Git repository. It says initialize the empty Git repository in the, so this means this directory has been converted as a repository. So I need to add the files which has been already in the file but not into the repository. So the command is git add dot, so which may means this files has been into the working directory, and then I need to commit all the changes that have been made for this commit, which means the changes which has been made to the particular directory or repository has been committed by this person under this by means. So this is the main use case of this git commit command. So git message that I processes added project files. See, the create mode, these files have been added to the uh, my repository, and then through the git status command we can see the status of the repository, such as whether or not the changes have been made to this particular repository, or whether any files have been modified or not. uh, so we can see on branch main there has been no changes occurred. So branch main, which by means branches are an important aspect of this git and github tools, which is a branch helps a developer or a particular team to work on the project in a parallel concurrent development, which may means, for an example, say a particular team has been creating an application uh, for an say like a file explorer system, where there will be a multiple domains of modules that the people has to work on. There will be there will not be a single developer who will be developing the whole file explorer system. There will be a multiple group of team members who will be working on it. So the branch helps the group of team members to invoke the particular repository files to another branch. By there they can add the extra project developments that they are trying to make to those particular modules. So at the end they can easily match all those branches which has been made into one single project file, which can be made into versions uh, and can be provided to the users. So so we have set up the local repository in our local system. So we'll see how this Git system is tracking the changes to our files. So let me open a particular Java file in my notepad. So this is a Java file for the restaurant management system. Let me make an error in this system, which is I'm going to modify a particular command in it. Uh, let me uh, remove this particular variable, and then let's see how this git tool is tracking the changes in a local repository, which helps the developers to monitor it. So here through the git status command we can see whether or not, yeah, we can see that there has been a modification occurred to the order.java file which I have made right now. So through which the whole team can figure out the errors or bugs which are the changes that has been occurred to the system, which can directly affect the productivity of the developers to concurrently develop the whole project, software project. So I have made the changes. I have to commit it that I have made this change. So I'll pass with a message like deleted the improper variable. So a a commit has been made, and then let's check the its status. Right. Okay. Before committing the changes, I need to add these changes into my repository. I'll be using git add command, and then I have to commit the changes which I have made through the message. Deleted the improper variable. So here we can see that one file has been changed, which is a deletion of a particular variable. So let me see the status of the repository. This is git status. So here we can see that this git tool helps the local developers who are working in the local system to track the changes and to construct an proper software project and to maintain it in the long run. Also, say if in just in case like a git tool has been installed in a particular office, and the people are working in work from home kind of situations, where the GitHub tool plays an important role, which is connected with the git command lines. GitHub tool plays an important role of developing a concurrent development of the software project, which by means it acts as an cloud storage, like a cloud repository through which the team members can invoke the files in a particular branch and can make changes to it in their local system. So to begin with, I at first I have to create a repository in my GitHub. So this is my GitHub. Uh, so the name I'll be going to is restaurant management system. So then I'll be creating this repository. After creating this repository, you'll be giving a set of commands. These set of commands are important. Like if you want to create a new project, so you are going to begin with a new project, these set of commands helps you in place to create this new repository and to add files to it. But as we are having an existing project in a local system, and we are trying to push this project files into the cloud repository, and thereby, which means another person in my team can invoke this particular project files to his local system and can modify the changes to it, as well as can uh, uh, create a product or a project file to it. So these are commands which helps us to do those use cases. So the first command that I'm going to make to push this command into my GitHub repository is to connect the GitHub repository file that I have made, as well as to my local repository. The command is git remote add origin, and then the website link. Yeah. So no, this has been connected right now, and I'm going to uh, push these changes into my main branch. So the command for it is git push origin main. So here we can see all the files has been uploaded to my git repository, total of around 48 files, which has been moved to my main branch. Let me check whether these files has been added to my cloud repository or not. So let me refresh it. Yeah. So here we can see all my uh, project files from my local system to the GitHub tool has been uploaded. These are the files that they are in my local system. So so these are the branches. There are currently one branch right now. Let's check it out. Let's say that and another person in my team has been trying to invoke this particular project file, like cloning, which by means copying this whole project into another branch. Say he is trying to access it. The command, so he can easily like collaborate to this project through this settings. Like I can actually add the GitHub profile name of his name to this collaborators page, where I can add his username to this particular project, where he can easily access the code files and can make some valuable changes to it. Say if just in case like he'll be working on another branch, so he has to create a new branch, which is git checkout me, like the main another module is like an order management. So we can see that another branch has been created right now. In this another branch, the things that there will be are like the same files will be stored in those particular repository. Also the changes which I'm going to do, let's see, the changes that I'm going to do are like I'm adding a new file, say text document, which is jk, and I'm adding a valuable document. Here a new file has been added to the particular local directory that he has downloaded. So through this git status command, we can see that the jk file has been added to the order management branch. Say like I want to add these changes, and then I'll be committing it to a message file added. So one file has been added, and then I'll be pushing this changes to my branch. So it will then upload the changes to my branch in the order management. So in the GitHub tool, we can see the changes that has been made. See, right now there are two branches. One is main and the other one is order management. And order management has recent pushes. So this GitHub tool provides an ultimate GUI performance for the developers, as it is very easy to use other than the command line bash command, which is provided by the Git command tool. This UI helps the developers to easily navigate to the system codes as well as the system files, as well as the changes that has been made to the files. So here we can see that the order management has been had a recent pushes less than a minute ago. We can compare the changes that has been made. Like here we can see one file has been changed, like added to it, and the file with the content is valuable document which I have added right now. Here I can easily create a pull request by which means I'm trying to pull this order management branch into my main branch. I'm trying to merge these two whole branches into a single one. So let me try to create a change in a particular file, and let's see how this GitHub tool graphically lets us know where the changes has been occurred. Let me remove those return statements, and let me track the changes through the git status command. See, modification has been occurred, and then I'll be adding those changes, and then I'll commit, which by means for testing purpose, testing, and then I'll push those changes into my GitHub repository. See, the changes has been pushed. I can easily see those changes in my GitHub tool. Once I refresh it, uh, see, we can see that there has been two recent pushes. Uh, One is C. The main file has been, the red colored one explains here about the deletion of changes, as well as the green one lets us know about there has been a new line of code has been added to the particular source code. So here we are able to see that the two lines of code has been deleted and a single line of code has been added. So which graphically lets the product manager in the product development team to easily navigate to the changes that has been made, and can easily see the productivity of the developers that they are working on. So here, as the pull request has been committed with the messages, I can easily be able to merge these two branches into a single one. I'll make these merge command. So the command to merge is like, I need to navigate to the main branch, and then I'll be merging the order management branch into my main branch. So git checkout be main, git checkout main. So I have been switched to the main branch right now, and then using the git merge command, I can easily merge the order management branch into my original branch. See, the files has been deleted. Yeah, so I can easily push those changes, before which I have to commit each and every changes that I've made, because these are the main essential points in the Git tool, as this helps us to easily navigate through the files that who have been made the changes and what the changes have been made to the source files. So messages merged, right? So I need to push it, right? Sorry, origin. Yeah. So here we can see that the changes has been added through the git branches command. I can see the branches that have been in the system, right? So let me go through the GUI for, yeah. So there is the all the changes that has been made in the order management has been switched to the main branch. see the JK text file that has been added to the main branch right now. So through which the Git and GitHub tools helps the developers in the software development team to correctly construct a particular piece of software project as well as to easily maintain it in the long run. So thank you so much. If you like, subscribe and share.